So we're going to look into this $1 billion loan that Canada Post got from the financial government. It's kind of weird seeing this because with all the strikes happening with Canada Post, but we'll go through this article and see what's going on, and if Doug Ettinger, I believe is how you pronounce his name, if he's a wealth genius since he's the CEO of Canada Post. So it says that they pretty much got $1 billion loan to Canada Post to help the Crown Corporation continue operating amid significant financial challenges. So Canada Post was notified it'll receive $1.034 billion in repayable funding through 2025 to 2026 fiscal year. Canada Post says that while the funding will help it maintain its solvency and continue operating, the loan will not solve its structural issues. It says it incurred significant annual loss since 2018, fueled by rapid changes in the postal and parcel delivery sectors, high labor costs, and legacy regulations. All right, so this is a concern. I think the whole Canada Post thing is dying down. We have like Amazon, Purelator, FedEx that are able to deliver way faster and way efficient than Canada Post. And these strikes that they keep having just doesn't make sense anymore. And I'm not too sure if this is a dying business. I was reading somewhere where I believe if it wasn't last year, they lost $803 million, and I believe Purelator earned $171 million. So you see there's something messed up because they're both delivering services, but one's doing something that's putting them in profit margin where the other is losing. They're almost losing $1 billion pretty much. So not too sure what the future is in store for Canada Post, but it's not looking good. But let's continue with the article. Public Services and Procurement Canada says that money will be provided on an as-needed basis to pay non-discretionary obligations, noting Canada Post would have fallen short of its necessary operating cash requirements in 2025 despite recent. So they got pretty much from what I'm reading, they got a bailout from the government, but this is taxpayers' money. Like, why is $1 billion? It's a loan, but could we not have allocated those funds elsewhere to maybe something that's more profitable or beneficial or be efficient? It looks like they need it just to operate. It's not even, I don't know if it's going to improve their services at all, but this is just to keep the lights on. The department calls it a needed financial bridge to ensure Canada Post can continue operating while it works with Ottawa on long-term changes to ensure its viability. The lifeline comes after a strike by Canada Post workers brought mail delivery to a halt late last year until the federal government stepped in to end the job dispute. So this is from Canada Press. All right, so we're going to tap into Doug and see what's going on here because I found something that was pretty insightful that we're going to get into actually. And this is what I found in regards to Doug and exactly how much this guy is making. So let's get into this little clip right here.
How much money should the Canada Post CEO really make? Well, I'll jump to the chase. This was posted on the Government of Canada website in 2023, and it shows that he makes a salary range between $506,000 and $592,000 per year. He also sits on an executive leadership team made up of 8 people who I assume make around $300,000 per year. And underneath them are the 13 different vice presidents of different departments, all of whom I assume make around $250,000 per year. In the year.
So yeah, that's way too many VPs. I think they can cut some costs by eliminating those VPs. I don't know if all of those are necessary. You could definitely make directors or whatnot. Looks like a lot of it's in leadership, but let's continue on and see what else we got here.
And in 2023, the total compensation for key management personnel came out to $15 million. This money is split between the board of directors and the members of the senior executive teams that I pointed out to you. And as of September 20.
So those were the VPs and like the CEOs and whatever the 8 at the top. So that was 15 million split just on those guys alone. And then here's this profit loss part that's interesting.
8th, 2024, Canada Post has lost $803 million from operations, while Purelator has made $171.
So that's pretty much from 2024 numbers, 803 million lost. So Wealth genius, I don't know. I mean, if he's finessing the system to get a bill to keep the lights on and keep him maybe around for another year or two, then all praises to him. I don't know how it looks on the resume as CEO of Canada Post if they're losing 803 and he came in at a time when you're supposed to be fixing things. I think 2018 is when they reported the dips happening, and he was appointed in 20.
And follow to
Is this Doug Ettinger guy a well genius or not? Comes from Dalhousie University, or however you pronounce that. I'm not convinced myself, but this is the man right here that's running the show at Canada Post. I honestly think they have a few years left before, if the government wants anything to do with this, before they pretty much shut this down and find other alternatives, or just have people go with private companies like FedEx. Yeah, and maybe Amazon might just start tapping into the delivery business and things like that. And plus, like letters and stuff with the email and technology. This is gonna become archaic, to be honest. So let me know what you guys think in terms of the $1 billion saving or lifeline that they got from the federal government. I mean, it's taxpayer dollars as well, just to keep the lights on, because it's primarily going to operation costs. Or if you know any more info on what's going on here, let me know. Once again, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.